From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, the owner of Tokoroa's Kinleith Mill will make a decision late this month on whether to close paper production. It says it suffered significant losses in paper production for several years and sees no prospect of things improving. Dame Tariana Turia's courage is being highlighted from her years in politics in her tangi's third day. She died on Friday, aged 80. Dame Tariana served as a minister under Labour and national governments and founded Te Pāti Māori before retiring from politics in 2014. She was instrumental in setting up wellbeing agency Whānau Ora. Former chair Meripeka Rakawa Te told Te Ao Māori News, Turia was a woman of strength.
My goodness, she had to put up with so much, but she had that fortitude just to remain focused.
The Prime Minister says his approach to cabinet reshuffles will differ from his predecessors. The National Caucus has a retreat in Hamilton late this month, often used by past Prime Ministers to discuss portfolio changes. Chris Luxon says he considers allocations all the time and doesn't feel the need for adjustments right now.
But if I do, I make them quickly and I make them very clearly, and that's understood with my team as to why, and have performance conversations and content conversations about what ministers are doing regularly.
In April, Luxon stripped the media and disability portfolios from Melissa Lee and Penny Simmons after backlash over their management. Reports of robins returning to Abel Tasman National Park for the first time in 30 years. Conservation group Project Janzoon is asking visitors to report sightings so they can track the birds' locations. Program Director Bruce van der Lee says they've been working with DOC for the past 12 years to eliminate pests. He says it's a great feeling to see birds flourish.
We've reintroduced kaka and fio, and now to have robins turning up where hundreds of thousands of people a year are visiting is just a real culmination of our vision.
That's news. In sport, Matt Henry has deflected plaudits regarding his performance onto his fellow pace bowlers after New Zealand's 9-wicket win over Sri Lanka in the opening one-day cricket international at Wellington. He returned figures of 4 for 19 to skittle the visitors for 178, but says the pressure built by his teammates at the other end was telling. Australia further cemented themselves as one of Test cricket's finest sides after reclaiming the Border Gavaskar Trophy for the first time in a decade following a 6-wicket win over India in the 5th Test at Sydney. The victory means they now own every bilateral trophy in the red ball format to go with their status as the current Test and 50-over world champions. ASB Tennis Classic champion Clara Towson has shared her shock at Naomi Osaka retiring hurt despite being one set up in the decider at Auckland. And frustrations continue for the Breakers after slumping to their 9th ANBL basketball loss in 10 games, this time 96-86 to Perth in Auckland. That's sport. I'm Jodie Gill.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.